Okay, so for the past few weeks, I've been testing the Iqoo Z6 Pro 5G, and it has been nothing short of amazing. And through the course of this video, I'll be using this very phone as my mic, so you can say how good or bad this is in the comment box below. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so let's start with the unboxing. So first of all, we have like a plastic wrap or something around the box, which was very satisfying to open. And speaking about the box itself looks pretty gaming inspired. And inside that, we have the phone itself, also wrapped in a plastic wrap or something. And I did really get a little confused on how to open the wrap, and I probably opened it the wrong way. And then we have the phone itself pretty shining and looking super cool. And then we have a transparent cover, some instructions, text and stuff, and then we have a charging cable, which is a Type-C charging cable, and then we have a 66-watt flash charging power brick, and then we have a SIM ejection tool. Okay, so now let's talk about the looks. So first of all, this one has a Legion Sky color, and we also have a Phantom Dusk color as well. So the first thing that catches my eye on this one is definitely gonna be the camera. We have a massive triple camera system, and this like cube-like thing around the camera, it just looks very cool. And we have like multi-camera written over there, we have a flashlight over there, and we have Iqoo written over here, and we also have like these rings around the cameras, and they should be able to protect your camera to some extent. And that's pretty much it about the back. So now let's talk about the sides. So on this side we have the volume buttons, and then we have the power button, and then we have these holes which are probably for the speakers. Then we have a USB-C port, and then we have slot, and then we have a hole probably for the mic, and then this side is absolutely empty. And then on over here we have another hole which I do not understand why. And then we have a selfie camera over here, and we have our display, and we also have a fingerprint scanner over here, which is indeed very quick. I cannot see it's the fastest, but it is very fast. And we can customize the fingerprint animations, and so that's pretty much about the looks. And yeah, so I really like the looks of this thing. Okay, so coming to the storage and RAM options, we have three variants: 128GB storage and 6GB RAM, 128GB storage and 8GB RAM, and 256GB storage and 12GB RAM. So I believe the base model itself should be enough for any average user. And this one is the 128GB storage and 8GB RAM option variant, and it has definitely been enough for me. So okay, so now let's just talk about the processor. So the processor on this one is Snapdragon 778G 5G, and something that I like to test the processor with is gaming. And I did play the Roblox game, which I believe is a very heavy game, and I didn't have even a single noticeable lag while playing it for quite a while. And other than that also, I did not feel at least a single noticeable lag since I've bought this. So for any average consumer, or for average use, or any average gamer, I can pretty confidently say that this shouldn't have any lags in most cases. So now let's just talk about the screen and display. So about the screen, this is actually one of the best sizes of the screen that I've ever used. It feels so perfect. So like the screen size is not too big, not too small. This is one of those perfect screen sizes. It is the perfect size. It is the best screen size of any smartphone I've ever owned. And now about the display, this is actually a very bright display. Let me just max it out. Wait, so this is actually a very bright display. It's definitely enough for me, and I believe it should be enough for almost anyone using a smartphone. And the screen is very responsive, which I think is also very necessary for gaming. And in that way also, this is very good for gaming. And we have a 90 hertz display on this, and we have a full HD plus display. So now about the charging and the battery, we have a 4700 mAh battery, and we have a 66 watt flash charging on this one, which enables it to get charged very fastly. And now for the cameras, I'd like to hand it over to my brother.
So, the cameras. This thing comes with 64 MB main camera, 8 MB wide angle camera, and 2 MB macro camera. Now that's the data. And in reality, this takes photos with the right amount of light. What I like more is the portrait camera. The portrait camera takes significantly good photos, and I think it's because it can quite differentiate between the subject and the surroundings. So I could see that in the portrait photos. Night shots. It uses these big cameras to take in quite significant amount of light to make the photos pretty decent. I can't say the best, but really good. And the grains are significantly less compared to its previous models, but there are still some grains. Selfie cameras. Now this comes with a 12 MB selfie camera and pretty decent photos. Like other Iqoo phones, there are filters and light effects to play with. The one I liked the most about was the monochrome, which is pretty good. So this can shoot up to 4K at 30 FPS, and that's the quality you see right now. And this is with the standard stabilization turned on. And this is with the ultra stabilization turned on. But it's restricted to 1080p at 60 FPS. But the stabilization is better than the standard ones. And this is with the selfie camera turned on.
And your brother.
And my brother.
And that's all for this one. Thanks for watching.
Like, share, and subscribe.
And in the next video.